All right, welcome on in, everyone. My name is Coach Christian, and today we have a nice long circuit for you. It's going to be some great stuff. We're going to get warmed up, and then we're going to go through a circuit with 6 exercises. We're going to focus on unilateral movements today, so that's going to be single-sided. I'll tell you all about that as we get into it, but we're going to go through 3 times of our circuit. It's going to be a 40 to 20 work-to-rest ratio, and we're going to need some weights as well. So if you got a dumbbell, kettlebell, whatever you got sitting around today, we're going to use those. I'm going to use kettlebells for most things, but again, you can use whatever you have at your disposal here. So let's get warmed up. We're going to start out with some Spider-Man with rotation, one of my favorite warm-up moves. So start high plank, hop one foot outside the hand, keep the hips nice and low, feel the stretch, and then open up, follow the hand with the eyes, right back down. There's one, go to my other side, boom, follow with the eyes, and back down. So we got 10 total reps right there. Knock them out on your own. Good. This one's going to warm up the lower body a little bit. Our unilateral movements for today, I'm going to start talking about them a little bit. We're going to do a wide overhead press, so we'll get some shoulders in that one. We have a single arm front squat, so we're going to get some really good core work in that. But the unilateral is going to keep, we're going to try to keep everything nice and even. So again, I'll tell you about that as we get closer. Keep knocking out your Spider-Man with rotation. Again, we got 10 total reps, 5 on each side. Hit them. If you're done, even hit a couple extra reps before we move on. But you can bring it up to the feet when you're done. Give you about 5 more seconds to finish up. And then second one, we are going to go into a single leg reach. It's like a deadlift, but if you got a wall next to you, it's kind of good for this one. I want you to get really deep. So I like to use a wall, even though I can keep my balance if I need to. The wall just helps me get a little bit deeper and keeps my stability going. Again, we're not trying to get your stability too much work in this one. It's about getting that full range of motion and getting the lower body ready for today. So 5 on each side here. Keep the back nice and flat. Keep that chest nice and proud. When you hit your 5, switch over to the other side. Again, it's the same thing. Feel that tension in the hamstring. That bottom leg is a soft bend, so you don't want it completely locked out. You don't want the stiff leg, but we just got that little bend. So good. When you're done with that, let's drop it down to the ground. We're gonna do some quad Superman tucks next. Excuse me, here we go. Hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. Opposite arm, opposite hand extends, and then we got that straight line right across the back. There's 1 rep right there. I alternate sides. I have 10 total here on your own. Knock them out. Take a second and hold as you extend before you bring it back in. There we go. Again, keep going. Hit your 10 total reps. And then when you're done, you can pop it on up to the feet. We got 1 more exercise that we're going to knock out to get nice and warm. All right. Very, very nice. So quad Superman tucks, finishing up those. Last one that we are going to do is a speed skater lunge. So this one's really good to get that nervous system, the CNS, really pumped up. So we're going to drive off one side, so sink it in a little bit like you're a speed skater, right? And then we drive off, land nice and soft right on that other side. So we got 10 total reps, 5 on each side there. If you're not jumping, take that big long step, bring the back foot behind. It's still that same movement right there. But again, get a little power in this one, get the heart rate cranked up. You got a nice little break before we get into our demo coming up. All right. So, again, finishing up those speed skaters, going after them, getting a little bit more powerful as you get warmed up. And then let's get into our 6 exercises for today. First one. Now, let's talk about the time period first. 40-20 today is going to be our work to rest ratio. We're going to cut everything in half because we only have 3 rounds. So, first round, I want you to go 20 seconds on one side, 20 seconds on the other side. So single arm wide overhead press. Start in your front rack position. From here, we're going to actually come out. So you're at about a 90-degree angle. The shoulder is open, and then it's straight up and straight down. That's the only thing that's moving. We shouldn't be rotating the entire body to get that thing up there. The shoulders should stay even. Right here, 20 seconds. I like to hold my hand on my core while I do this to make sure it's nice and tight, make sure I'm holding it. I hit my 20 seconds. I'll let you know when that is. We go over to the other side, open it up, and again, we're right here. Wide presses so the elbow comes out nice and wide. Only have to come down to about 90 degrees before you press back up there. Perfect. There's round number 1. Round 2, we're going into a single arm front squat. So we're going to start in that front rack position, get your feet set up, and then we're squatting nice and deep, keeping the chest tall, driving back up. Just so you can see it from the side, keep the chest up, Boom, 20 seconds on one side, 20 on the other. Exercise number 3, we do not need a kettlebell for. It is going to be a plank with alternating leg raises. So we're going to get into our high plank position. From here, we're going to do some leg raises. So one leg lifts, you keep it long, you squeeze your glute, 3 seconds, back down. Other side, 3 seconds, squeeze, and back down. So leg stays long, you drive your heel up to the ceiling a little bit and squeeze that glute on that side that you're lifting, alternating for 40 seconds. That's exercise 3. Exercise 4, single leg bridge hold. So you're gonna grab your weight on this one. If you don't wanna use the weight in the first round, that's okay. Maybe you wanna feel it out a little bit and then add as you know. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna add the weight right onto our hips, and then it's a single leg hold. So what we're gonna do, 20 seconds on each side, you're gonna come up, and then from here, you extend one leg, and then we hold it right here for 20 seconds. At the 20-second mark, we'll switch sides and keep holding there. Again, if you don't want to add the weight, we can just hold body weight there as well, and that works great on that one. Exercise number 5, we have some deadlifts, but here's what the deal is. They're unilateral deadlifts. So what we're gonna do, it's gonna be like you're holding 2 kettlebells or 2 weights. You're gonna hit a deadlift, but you're only gonna be holding 1. And the goal of this one is to not let the shoulders rotate. So you come down, get to the bottom, you can see I'm still holding like I have 2 kettlebells in my hand. Boom, get up to the top. So you can see it from the side. I hinge, my back stays nice and flat. I got my tension in those hamstrings, and then I come back up. So that's gonna be our unilateral exercise there. It's gonna keep the core nice and tight. And then we're gonna finish out with a line drill. Now, this one's gonna really get the heart rate cranked up. You have a minute of rest in between your circuits today, so you have some time to rest after this one. Now, what it's gonna be, I want you to stand with your feet together, and we're gonna picture like there's 4 dots in front of us. What it's gonna be, side to side, middle, front to back, middle, front to back the other way, middle, side to side. So kind of looks like this. You're gonna go side to side, middle, front to back, side to side, front to back, side to side, front to back, side to side. So just keep going with that. Or if you want to keep the feet together and hop just around the square, that is okay as well. Biggest thing there is we're going to crank the heart rate up. We're going to be elastic with the lower body, and we're going to jump and move a lot. So there's our 6 movements. Let's get right into it today, team. We're going to start out with that single arm wide overhead press. So get your weights ready to go. Grab those. We'll start in about 20 seconds. Grab a drink of water. Got to stay hydrated today. And all right, let's do this, team. I'm starting my timer. We got 10 seconds, and we're doing this today. 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. Wide overhead press coming in. Let's do it in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. Remember to breathe on these. Only have to come down to about 90-degree bend in the elbow, and then right back up. Again, you can have your hand on the core, hand on the side, whatever makes your shoulders not tilt as you come down. So we don't want to see any of this, right? You got a couple more reps on this side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch it up. We're halfway through the round. Again, you're standing up nice and tall. Big, proud chest, and we are hitting those shoulder presses. Really good. You got 10 seconds to go here, team. Finishing up, evening out your sides. I like to count my sides just so I know that I'm hitting the same amount on both sides. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, you got those front squats coming up next. We're squatting the whole 40 seconds, but we're gonna change which side we hold it on this round. So 20-second mark, we'll come down, switch it up, right back in. 10 seconds, and we are gonna go. Let's do it. Exercise number 2, 18 total exercises. 3, 2, 1, let's squat, come on. So again, that kettlebell's pulling you forward. You gotta sit the weight back into your heels. So as you come down, you should be able to wiggle your toes a little bit. The weight is in the heels, and it's like you're sitting down into that chair, right? So start by moving the hips back and keeping that chest tall. 1 more rep, 3, 2, 1, switch the sides. We're going to the other side now. Again, your goal is to keep the shoulders square as you squat. So even that weight's trying to pull you down a little bit this way as well. So if I'm holding that weight, I'm kind of using that opposite leg to keep my center of gravity over that side. You don't want that. You want to keep the center of gravity right in the middle of your body. 1 more rep here in 2, 1, rest. All right, next one is going to be our plank with alternating leg raises. So high plank position. Hands are under the shoulders. Again, it's going to be a 3-second hold, 2, 3, back down. You got 7 seconds to get yourself ready. We're working the core, we're working the glutes a little bit. 3, 2, 1, go after it. Here we go. So high plank, even if you're just holding the plank here, I'm okay with that. Even if we're not doing the leg lifts, perfect, fine. We're just working your butt off today. You're the only one that knows how hard you're working every day, so you gotta put in the work, you gotta put in the effort today to get closer to your goals. Now, you're already halfway through this one. You got 20 seconds to go. So holding steady still squeezing those glutes. Towards the end, it gets a little tough, but this is where you get closer to the goals. This is where you kind of really have to dig deep. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Perfect. Single leg bridge holds coming up next. Again, for the first round, let's not use any weight. We're just going to do body weight for this one so you can get a feel for what it feels like. Again, remember, we're going to go up with both, and then we extend and hold and hold. You can have your arms to your side if you need. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Extend one leg out. Now again, you're trying to hold this for 20 seconds. Now you can feel your glute. So on my right side, my right foot is down, my right glute, it should be squeezed, it should be flexed. Here we go. 8 seconds and we'll switch. Good. In 3, 2, 1, switch those legs. 20 seconds over on the other side now. Now you got to feel how that felt. So if you think you can do that with weight, awesome. We'll hit that next round. If you think body weight's gonna be just enough for you today, perfect. We'll do that next round. So decide what works for you and hold for these last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Deadlifts coming up next. Again, these are the single-sided deadlifts, the unilateral deadlifts. So you're holding weight in one side. It's like you're holding 2 weights though, right? It's like you got 2 kettlebells in your hand, 2 weights in your hand. We're hinging and coming back up. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. So again, this unilateral work is going to do really good things for the body. It's going to strengthen your core in ways that you probably don't if you're not training unilaterally, single-sided. You might be sore in some different spots, and that's okay. You got 6 seconds before we switch those sides, so keep on rocking it here. 3, 2, 1. Switch it over to the other side. And again, hit those deadlifts. The hands stay even. The shoulders stay even. We're working hard. You got 10 seconds to go. We got the deadlifts, the line drills are coming up next, and that's the end of our first circuit, or first round through our circuit, so about a third of the way done. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Stop, rest. 20 seconds. So line drill, remember, side to side, forward, back, forward, back. Side to side, forward, back, forward, back. So just like this. Side to side, forward, back, forward, back. Always come to the middle in between. So we're moving, we're grooving. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Remember, you got that longer break coming up too. Even if we're just sitting on the toes and just bouncing like this, I'm okay with that. The goal is to move the entire 40 seconds without stopping, Keep going. Even if you're knocking these out, right? You're coming, you're getting them all done, and you gotta just take a second and just hop quick to get your breath back. I'm okay with that. Do whatever you gotta do for these last 15 seconds, but make them work. Make them worth it today. Good. Here we go. Hold on. It's getting tough. You got that long rest coming. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. 1 minute of rest here before we start that next round. So you got a little bit of time. Grab some water. We'll do that right now. So grab a drink. To feel what that first round felt like, you can adjust weights as needed, but we are going to start with that single arm wide overhead press again. That's going to come your way in about 35 seconds. All right, so you might be feeling the core a little bit, and that's okay. We're not doing any just straight up core movements. I guess the plank with the leg raise is a pretty core heavy movement, but other than that, like the single arm front squat, you're getting a ton of core work that you don't even think about in that. The bridge hold, you got that core is keeping you on that tripod because you got four points of contact as you come up, and then you lose one. 10 seconds here. Let's grab your weight. Single arm wide overhead press. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Let's do it. Again, shoulders stay square. 90 degrees. Back up. Always working, always moving. You got time. 10 seconds before we switch those sides. Good. So you should be opening that chest a little bit actively. 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. Get that thing up there. Get a nice little wide stance. Again, open it up, and then we press. Open and press. About 90 degrees. You can go just below if you can. 10 seconds here, finishing strong. Good. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Single arm front squats coming up next. Again, 20 seconds on each side. We're squatting it out. Now, again, the kettlebell is going to bring your chest forward, but you can't let it. Start every squat by sticking your hips back. That's that first little bit of the squat that you do is right here. And then we sit down. Don't just go straight down because then your weight gets forward. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So get down there. Everything's nice and square. Your weight's up on the chest in that front rack position. So if you got a kettlebell, I'll kind of show you that front rack. You want to keep everything in nice and tight. Really squeeze the handle on this one as well. And that should help you keep everything nice and square. You got 3, 2, 1. Switch your sides. Other side, other kettlebell, or other arm, sorry. If you want to grab another kettlebell, you can. It's up to you. Maybe you want to grab a heavier one. Good, you got 10 seconds to go though. A couple more squats, and then we're going down to that plank with the leg raises coming up next. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, giving you an option this time. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, we're going to take it down to the low plank with the leg lifts. So you can either take the high plank if you want. Maybe you want to alternate between the two. I'm okay with that as well. So either high plank, low plank. We're still in the leg lifts for 3 seconds at a time, squeezing the glute. 3, 2, and 1. Now we go. Sorry, little delay. I was ahead. Hold. Boom, back down. Now, these put a lot of pressure on the hips as well, so widening out the stance, it does help a little bit, but if you're feeling any pain in the hips, it's probably take a high plank. Just take just a tiny, tiny bit of pressure off there. But you are already halfway through this round, team. 20 seconds to go. Good. Now the core's starting to burn. You're getting some really good work here. You got 10 seconds to go. This is where the best reps of the round come into play, right? We fight to the end. You get better. The reps get like more and more quality as we go. 2, 1, rest. Single leg, bridge hold coming up next. So on the backs, again, if you want it this time, you can add a little bit of weight to the hips, but not required by any means. 10 seconds. So again, 20-second hold. Let's do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good. So holding 20 seconds, driving the hip up actively. Don't just sit here and hold. You want to keep trying to bring that hip up as high as you can, like someone tied a string to it and they're trying to pull it straight up there. Here we go. Keep holding. You got 5, 4, quick switch in 3, 2, 1, switch those legs. Other side, body still in that straight line from your knees to your shoulders is a straight line. Your hips are actively driving up. Again, picture like someone has a rope tied around your waist and they're pulling up on it. That's the movement. That's the position that you want to be in right here. Actively driving up in 3, 2, 1, rest. Perfect. 20 seconds. We got deadlifts coming up next. Our single-sided unilateral deadlift. So you're holding weight in one side and not letting the shoulders rotate. So again, it's like you're holding 2, right? Boom. 8 seconds. We got deadlifts, line drills, and then that's the end of round 2 here, team. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. Good. So finishing up this round, got 20 seconds on each side here. So not in a hurry. Quality over quantity today. You want to get the good reps over a lot of reps. Those good reps, they mean a whole lot more than just fast reps. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, switch to the sides, but keep on deadlifting. So same thing, it's like you're holding the 2 weights. Come down, feel that tug in the bottom of the hamstrings, and then drive yourself, pull yourself back up to even. Good. 8 seconds, finishing strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Perfect. All right, line drills coming up next. Again, the goal of this one is to move for the entire 40 seconds. I'll give you that line one more time, right? It's side to side, middle, front to back, middle, front to back, middle, side to side. So 1 side to side, 2 front to backs, 5 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Good. Almost like jumping jacks, I feel like. But whatever you got to do, knock them out here. Keep on moving. 30 seconds to go. Longer rest is coming up again. A full minute, our last full minute rest before we hit that circuit one more time. Good. Now, don't stop here. You guys are still working here. You got about 20 seconds. You're halfway through this round. What do you got left in that tank for me? Really, really good. Keep hopping, keep working. Now, last 10 seconds here. Can you speed it up a little bit faster? Can you move the feet a little bit faster? That's our goal here. Come on. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. 1 minute to rest. And then we got one more round. You got about under 10 minutes left in our workout, team. A little bit of time, a little bit of work, and you are on with the rest of your day. Grab a drink of water if you need. You got about 45 seconds before we start that single arm wide overhead press for the last time. All right, still got 30 seconds. Now, if you got weights and you want to adjust them, I say this almost between every round, but do as needed. If you're really wanting to challenge yourself this last round, if you're feeling like, man, I got a lot left in that tank and I want to go a little bit heavier, as a coach, as long as you're feeling good, I can't see you, I can't protect you, I can't be in the same room and make sure your form's good, but if you're feeling good and you want to go heavy today, I would definitely encourage it. Then get with your coach one of these days and they can make sure your form is perfect at your local AF. Here we go, team, in 3, 2, 1, overhead presses, let's go. You got 20 seconds on each side. Last little bit of work today, about 6 minutes, and that's it. We're gonna do a little stretching at the end, and you're out of here. And you're out of here to crush the rest of your day, even more than you crushed this workout today. 5 seconds left on this side. We're switching in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Open her up, hit that press. Again, bicep comes up by the ear at the top, straight back down. Keep that elbow nice and wide, almost driving the elbow back as you're hitting these. Good, 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Perfect. All right, guys, we're going into that single arm front squat. Last squats of the day, we got a set of squats and a set of deadlifts and the single leg bridge. Those are all lower body movements, so it's coming into play. Legs are feeling it. Let's do it. Single arm front squat in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Now, I like to have my hand out in front for this one just because it keeps my balance a little bit more. And it's not making my shoulders go all over the place, right? I can keep my shoulders nice and square. If you got a mirror and you can see yourself in the mirror, it's really good to watch yourself on some of these squats because you can see if you're leaning over to one side, putting more weight on one leg. Let's switch sides in 2, 1, other side. Again, get it up in that front rack position, and we squat. Get deep into these. You're looking for that 90-degree bend in the hip pocket here. That's how we get below parallel. Or to it. We're going to change that full range of motion in our squat because it strengthens the muscles around the knee and makes you better at just standing up, getting up. 2, 1, rest. We got plank with our alternating leg raises next. Now, like I said, squatting is great because it strengthens all those muscles around the knee. It makes it more of a stable joint and it helps you with longevity as well when you work that full range of motion. Here we go. Plank with alternating leg raises, 3-second hold. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Quick little hold, squeeze that glute, back down. Now, these are almost like the opposite of what we're doing in the next one. So the planks with the leg raises, they're gonna really push the glute back, but they're turning it on still, right? And then we go into the bridge hold, and it's kind of the same thing, where you're turning those glutes on to one side, and you're really working that unilateral work today. 20 seconds. Good. All right, team, you got 10 to go. We're holding, we're working, you're almost there. 3 exercises on the other side to get to that finish line. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, single leg bridge holds coming next. So bring it on down to the ground. This time, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. So 10 seconds on each side. We're gonna switch 3 total times, I guess. Let's get down, let's get into it. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So again, 10-second hold on this side this time. You've been doing 20, it's been real tough, but now we're cutting it in half. So here we go, switching the first time. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Good, 10 seconds over here, and we will switch again. Keep driving that hip up. I still got that rope around your hip, I'm still pulling up. 2, 1, switch back to the first side. Still got 20 seconds to go. We're almost there though, almost there. Good, last switch of the round in 3, 2, 1, and switch. 10 seconds, 10 seconds, keep holding. 2 moves on the other side, and we are out of here, team. 3, 2, 1. Done with it. 20 seconds. Deadlifts. If you got 2 weights and you just want to go heavy on this one, I'm okay with that, but we're working that unilateral stuff today. So 1 weight, got both hands. It's like you're just doing a regular deadlift, right? You're not letting it look like you have 1 weight in your hand. You're making it look like you got 2. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. Get to the bottom. Come back up. Get into that hip extension again. Now, as we deadlift, one mistake we make is we tuck our chin as we come down, right? We don't want to do that. We don't want to try to look up. You want to find that middle ground. Find that nice flat neutral spine. Get to the bottom. Come to the top. 3, 2, 1. Switch your sides. 20 seconds. Good, good. All we got left on the other side is the line drill. One last time of it, team. You got 10 seconds to go. Finish it with your best reps of the round. Good. 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right. Last exercise of the day. We're going line drills. We're moving for the full 40 seconds. Now, last 10, those are going to be our sprint to the finish line. It's an all out. We're going to move our feet even faster. So find a good pace for the first 30 seconds. Save a little bit in the tank for the last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Good. Be light, bouncy on these ones. Find that pace, and I'll let you know when we get to those last 10 seconds. So we're going to move as fast as you can. Fast. Going fast today. All right. 15 seconds in. You got that in the tank. 20 seconds of work, and you were out of here today, team. What do you want out of this one? Why are you in here working so hard? Show it to me in these last 10 seconds. Everything you got as fast as you can move those feet in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Come on. You got a little bit more in you. You can move fast. Let's do it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Done. There we go, team. Grab a drink of water if you need it. Take a second. Breathe. Let the heart rate come down. We're going to do some different stretches today. Not going to use a foam roller or anything like that. As you guys are breathing and starting to bring the heart rate down, let's bring it down to a knee. A lot of hip extension in today's workout, so what we're going to do is start with the hips. Hands come on those hips, and let's push the hips forward into our rocker stretch here. Good. Open up the hip. If you want to open up and reach back, you can also do that. Maybe hit your rocker for a few seconds, and then hit a couple of rotations. Rotating towards your front leg on that one. Good, good. And then switch sides when you're done. Again, same thing. Hit a couple of rockers. Feeling a good stretch. And then after that, we can open it up, reach back, and get some good core rotation in there as well. Good, good. Again, I say this almost every class, every workout. This starts our recovery for your next workout. As soon as that workout ends, you are stretching, we're getting your body ready to go, primed up for that next workout. Now, next one, let's drop it down to the butts. We're going to bring our heels in tight, and we're going to push the knees down with the elbows, so it's a butterfly. Now, you maybe in the past have kind of leaned forward for your butterfly, but we're not going to do that. What I want you to do is to lead with your chest. So don't lean forward. Big, proud chest as you push those elbows down. That'll keep your spine nice and safe. We're going to hold this one, keeping that proud chest. Keep pushing the knees down. You don't need to do it with the elbows. I want you to do it without that. Just try to press them into the ground. Good, good. Then in 3, 2, 1, last one. Legs are out in front of us. Take your right leg, step it over your left, and then we're going to rotate to our right side. So you got that elbow in there for a little bit extra. Should get your IT band, your piriformis a little bit, little core rotation. If you're someone like me, my back cracks every time I rotate a little bit. That's all right. Good. Then switch sides. Boom. Hit that. Spend a little time right here, team, but that is going to be what I have for you all today. Thank you all so much for coming out and spending the best or worst 30 minutes of your day with me. Either way, you got it done, and that's what matters. So thank you, guys, and we will see you next time. Again, my name is Coach Christian, and I look forward to working out with you again.